Hello, my friends. Roxanne here, Pemberley Realty Group. As you can see, my sign is in the back, and I wanted to talk to you about stats for the month of February. As you know, we're always 1 month behind because we have to close out the month to start with a new month. And I'm going to switch my screen so that I can share with you the stats on the zip codes that I pulled for you. So I always want to start with 92116, which is Kensington, Normal Heights, University Heights. And then we're going to move to 92106, which is Point Loma. And then we're going to also look at 92130, which is Carmel Valley. So I'm going to go back to 92116 and let's look at this. As you can see, the story this year is lack of inventory. As you can see, we are at almost 1 month supply of inventory, which is actually very low. The healthy market usually has about 3 to 6 months worth of inventory, and as you can see, we are in severe shortage of the inventory. And as you can look at the prices, you see that that we've gone up in the month of February in this zip code, have gone up by 20% for houses and 10% for condos. The condos, you see the supply of inventory for condos is even less than that. It's 0.1%, which is almost non-existent. And this is year-to-date numbers. We're also up on these numbers. If you go to Point Loma, there is slightly a different story. Point Loma does not seem to be doing as well as 92116 is doing. If you go to Carmel Valley seems to have a healthy local economy. As you can see, there's a nice appreciation between condos and homes. Supply of inventory is still the same. We're suffering in this zip code as well. But today is March 12th when I'm making this video, and more than what we're looking at with this with these, we want to know about coronavirus. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. As you know, coronavirus is right now the biggest concern that everybody has. There is also concern whether or not this will affect the market, the real estate market. It has already affected the stock market, but everybody's basically wondering whether or not it will affect the real estate market. I was at a company meeting this morning, and what we were talking about is if Corona has the effect to create a recession for us, how bad will it be, and will it be anything like we saw in 2008? And one thing that we have that is different now than it was in 2008 is that that now the market is being driven by the millennials, and millennials are a much larger number than we had in 2008, where the market was being driven by Gen Xers. Gen Xers numbers were much smaller, and following the baby boomers, they just were not able to carry the load that the baby boomers were putting on Gen Xers. Whereas millennials numbers are even larger than baby boomers. So not only they have the capacity to carry the load of baby boomers, but also because they're much younger and they're much more agile, they are not heavily invested in the stock market like their parents and grandparents are at this point, and that will help this economy chug along much better than what we experienced in 2008. So fears of Corona, yes, they are real, but they may not affect the real estate market as badly as we saw in 2008, because we simply have a different demographic that we're dealing with. So keep on staying positive and keep on washing your hands, and stay healthy, my friends. And if you have any real estate questions that I can answer, please let me know. And talk to you soon.